The club is the oldest of the hand apparatus used in rhythmical gymnastics. Club routines had their start in gymnastics demonstrations by the Sokols in Czechoslovakia, and since then have been used extensively by the Turners in this country. With the increased emphasis on rhythmical gymnastics in our school physical education programs, club swinging is again becoming very popular. Where large numbers of students must be accommodated in a limited space, rhythmical activities using clubs can be a valuable contribution to the total well-being of the individual, as well as adding new interest and fun to the physical education program. When practicing the following skills, it must be remembered that little muscular effort is used. Rather, the natural laws of gravity and centrifugal force will create the movements which must flow smoothly and continuously one from the other. Each movement must originate from the center of the body, creating the totality of movement so essential in rhythmical gymnastic movements. In this film, we will present a variety of movements and combination of movements in a progressive sequence suitable for a beginning class of students in rhythmical gymnastics. The club is held with the knob of the club at the heel of the hand, with the index finger somewhat extended on the neck of the club. In the starting position, the clubs are held vertical near the shoulders. The simplest exercise is the pendulum swing. In slow motion, the swing is initiated from the shoulder in an outward direction. For the inward pendulum swing, the initial movement swings towards the center of the body first. Now, with the music, the single outward pendulum swing followed by the single inward pendulum swing. The same exercise is now shown using two arms, the double outward pendulum swing and the double inward pendulum swing. In the double arm pendulum swing to one side, both arms swing to the same side simultaneously. The pendulum swing can also be done with a forward and backward swing. Each movement still initiates from the shoulder. Pendulum swing with the tip-up. In executing the tip-up, the performer must press his fingers on the knob of the club as the club comes up for the tip. Now watch the single outward and inward pendulum swing with tip-up. This will be followed by the double outward and inward pendulum swing with tip-up and concluded with the double pendulum swing to one side of the body. Arm circling movements can be performed in a variety of directions. In the arm circle outward, you start in the upper position, pivot at the shoulder, reach out as far as you can over on the side and up. Swing in the vertical plane and upward. In the sideward position, be sure to turn the palm downward, otherwise the club will swing out and behind in this way. Single outward arm circle and single inward arm circle. Double arm circle outward and double arm circle inward. Double arm swing to each side. Single arm circle forward and backward. And now the double arm circle to the side of the body. In the forearm circle, a smaller total movement than the previous arm circles, the pivot is at the elbow and the swing is in front of the hips. Keep the elbow close to the body and continue circling outward. We will now demonstrate a short series of forearm circles: single outward, single inward, double outward and inward, and double to one side. Now, forearm circles forward and backward and double beside the body. Here is a short combination series for you to analyze. Can you name each movement shown? Hand circle exercises offer a great variety of movements and are particularly effective when included in a club swinging routine. In the hand circles, the action is mainly in the wrist. The regular grip is used when circling in front of the thigh. When circling in front of the chest, the club is extended downward with the knob held in the tips of the fingers. This same grip is used when circling with the arm extended upwards. Watch this series now with the music, paying special attention to the grip of the fingers on the club. Hand circles can be performed with the arm extended sideways, the club swinging in rear of the arm and in front of the arm. Here is another hand circling sequence with the club swinging to side of the shoulder, outward and inward behind the shoulder, in rear of the hips, and with 1 and 2 clubs. Figure 8 movements add interest to a rhythmical routine. You will see in the next pattern that the movements here are initiated from the shoulder as they were in the arm circling patterns. The figure 8 pattern may start with the arm swing forward or backward with one or both arms. In the single combined figure 8, the last of this series, you will notice that both arms alternate right and left, over and under the arms. One arm begins upward and forward on one side, completes a full circle, and then a full circle on the opposite side of the body. This movement alternates with each arm continuously. The body wave with arm swing. To execute a body wave, stand with arms extended horizontally in front of the body. Swing arms downward and backward as back and knees flex. Then swing forward and upward again to starting position. Repeat the downward and backward swing, bringing the arms upward from the rear of the body, pressing forward with the knees, hips, and chest as the back hyperextends. Finish momentarily in a fully extended position before repeating the movement. The snake movement is next. It's considered one of the more complicated of skills and presents a great challenge to most students. The snake movement begins with the arms horizontally to the side. Let the club drop and take the reverse position. Bring the club close to the forearm on the outside, bend the elbow, bringing the hand close to the body. Move the club out in front and throw it out to the side starting position. See if you can decipher each movement as it is performed to music. Watch a demonstration of several previously shown movements as they are smoothly fused together in a continuous routine. In conclusion, Mr. Reuter will perform with clubs he made out of plastic containers. These are fitted together and covered with colorful paper to add interest for display purposes. It's possible to fit small batteries inside each club so they may be used in a darkened room. As you watch this exhibition, see how many skills you can recognize and then try them for yourself.